Hey there. Looks like someone's ready to hit the shops. We're diving deep into shopping in English today.
Shopping in English.
Yep, shopping in English, but it's way more than just knowing how to ask for the price or something.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What else is there?
We're talking about confidently navigating those crazy markets overseas.
I see.
Like picture this, you're at a market in Morocco
Okay, yeah.
and you want to buy a beautiful rug, but you don't want to get totally ripped off.
Yeah.
We're going to give you the tools and the cultural know-how to make sure you can shop like a pro anywhere you go.
So this is about more than just language then.
Exactly. It's about understanding the cultural side of shopping too,
Mm-hmm.
like how to haggle for a good deal
Right.
without accidentally offending anyone or, ending up paying double what you should.
That makes sense.
So think of this deep dive as your ultimate guide to shopping in English, avoiding those lost in translation moments and actually enjoying the whole experience.
I'm in. Let's shop.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple of great guides to help us out today.
Okay, cool.
One is called How to Shop in English.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward. And the other is just a kind of bunch of phrases and vocab that we've pulled together.
Got it. So like a cheat sheet.
Yeah, exactly. Like a cheat sheet for all your shopping needs.
Sounds good to me.
And you know what's so fascinating to me
What's that?
is how much culture is baked into even like the simplest shopping interactions.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like a thank you in Japan might involve a bow,
True.
while in France it's a warm merci beaucoup with a kiss on both cheeks.
Or 3.
Maybe 3. The point is, the way we shop can tell you a lot about a place's culture.
It's like a window into how people interact and value things.
Exactly. And, even just understanding those little things can make a world of difference.
For sure, it can make you a more confident shopper.
Yep. And a more respectful traveler, too.
Definitely.
So, are you ready to dive into some real-world shopping scenarios?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Okay, so let's start with the basics.
Right.
You're in a shop. You found something you like,
Okay.
but there's no price tag.
Yeah.
What's your go-to phrase?
The How to Shop in English guide gives us a couple of options.
Oh, okay.
You could keep it simple with, excuse me, how much is this?
Classic.
Or you could be a little more direct with, what does this cost?
Okay, I see.
Both totally work. But that first one, this, excuse me, adds a touch more politeness.
Yeah, makes sense.
Especially if you're in like a smaller shop or maybe talking to someone older.
So it's all about reading the room a bit
Exactly.
and choosing the right tool for the job. Now, here's another tip. Instead of just saying this, like, how much is this?
Yeah.
Why not actually mention the item? Like, excuse me, how much is this scarf?
Oh, that's a good point.
It just shows you're paying attention,
It's more engaging, just pointing at a random object.
Okay, so now you've mastered the art of asking the price.
Piece of cake.
But what if you're looking for something specific, like a certain size or color, and you can't find it on the shelves?
I see.
Do you just wander around looking confused?
I might, but I probably shouldn't.
Definitely not. Because this guide has got you covered again.
Lay it on me.
You could just ask, do you have this in a medium? Or do you have this in blue?
Oh, I see.
Simple, direct, and effective.
Much better than wandering around aimlessly.
Now, here's where things get a little trickier.
Okay, I'm listening.
Bargaining.
Yes, the art of the deal.
It's common in some cultures,
Right.
but a total no-no in others. How do you know when it's okay to try and haggle for a better price?
That's a good question. It can definitely be tricky.
Because you don't want to offend anyone,
No, definitely not.
but you also don't want to miss out on a good deal.
Exactly.
So what are the clues?
Sometimes it's pretty obvious. You might see a sign that says price is negotiable.
Okay, that's a good sign.
Or maybe you're in a market that's known for haggling.
Like a souk in Morocco.
Yeah, exactly. But often it's really about reading the room.
What do you mean?
Are other shoppers bargaining?
Oh, okay, I see.
Does the price seem fixed or does it feel more fluid, you
Right,
know?
yeah.
Like there's some wiggle room.
I guess it's a bit of an art form, isn't it?
It totally is. And you know what? It actually ties in really closely with cultural nuances.
Oh, tell me more about that.
So in some cultures, haggling is like this friendly back and forth.
Okay.
It's a chance to connect with the seller, build a relationship.
Right.
But in other cultures, it can be seen as disrespectful.
Oh, I
It's
see.
like you're questioning their honesty or their integrity.
So even just asking for a discount can be like walking a tightrope.
It can be, yeah.
Yeah.
It's important to be mindful of those cultural differences.
For sure. So how can our listeners navigate that whole haggling thing without accidentally causing offense?
It's all about being subtle and respectful. So in cultures where saving face is really important,
Mm,
like a lot of Asian countries, for example.
right.
You wouldn't want to just bluntly say, that's too expensive.
Yeah, no, that would be pretty rude.
Instead, you could try something like, this is a beautiful piece. Is there any possibility of a small discount?
Ah, that's much better.
It's all about being indirect and respectful.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're showing appreciation for the item and the seller's work.
But also, not being afraid to ask for what you want.
It's exactly. Okay, what about returns?
Returns. Oh, yeah, that could be a tricky situation.
Even in your native language.
Totally. So how do you handle that in English without things getting awkward?
Again, clear and polite communication is key.
Okay.
The guide suggests phrases like, I need to return this, or I need to take this back.
Straightforward and to the point.
Yeah, but what if there's a problem with the item?
What kind of problem?
Like, it's damaged or the wrong size.
Ah,
In that case, you could say something like, I'm afraid there's a problem with this item. Could you help me with this, please?
I like that. Could you help me with it? It's very collaborative.
Exactly. You're not blaming anyone. You're just asking for assistance in resolving the issue.
Makes sense. And hopefully they'll be happy to help.
Most shops want to keep their customers happy.
Okay, let's talk about those special offers and deals that we see plastered everywhere.
Yeah.
How do you know if it's a genuine bargain or just some clever marketing trick?
That's where understanding those common sales tactics comes in.
Okay, give us some examples.
So, buy one, get one free always sounds amazing.
For sure.
But do you really need two of the item?
That's a good point. I never think about that.
And then there's 50% off,
Right.
which can be super misleading if the original price was inflated to begin with.
Like they doubled the price, then slashed it in half.
Exactly.
So it's all smoke and mirrors.
Pretty much.
It's like they're speaking a secret language of discounts.
They kind of are. That's why it's crucial to read the fine print.
Ah, the dreaded fine print.
Yeah, look for those hidden restrictions like expires tomorrow or not valid with other offers.
Okay, so it's all about being a savvy shopper,
Totally.
both in terms of language and strategy.
You got it.
Now, let's switch gears a bit and talk about more everyday shopping,
Okay.
like buying groceries or household items.
Right.
Our second source, those phrases we pulled together,
Yeah.
that really delves into these kinds of scenarios.
And what's interesting is how many of those phrases from that first guide, How to Shop in English, still apply.
Oh, okay.
Like, do you have this in stock? That's useful whether you're looking for a new phone or just a carton of milk.
It's like having a universal shopping language.
The same basic principles apply across different situations.
But I'm guessing there are still some cultural differences to be aware of, even in those everyday situations.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. For
Oh.
example, in some cultures, it's considered rude to touch the fruits and vegetables before you buy them. And then in other cultures, it's totally normal to haggle over the price of bread.
Really? I never would have thought of that.
It's all about knowing the local customs.
So even at the local grocery store, there's this whole layer of cultural etiquette at play.
For sure. It's everywhere.
It's fascinating. But then, how do we, as shoppers in a new environment, learn these unspoken rules?
Observation.
Observation.
Yeah, just watch how the locals interact with each other.
Okay.
And with the shop staff.
Ah, okay.
Pay attention to their body language, tone of voice,
Right.
even the way they handle money.
It's like learning a new dance just by watching others.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You pick up the steps by observing and imitating.
that's a great analogy. So it's not just about memorizing phrases from a book.
Right.
It's about immersing yourself in the culture and really paying attention.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to ask questions
Oh, that's a good point.
if you're unsure about something.
Right.
Most people really appreciate it when you show a genuine interest in their culture.
It's all about being curious and open-minded, not just a tourist ticking boxes.
I couldn't have said it better myself. So how about we bring this all together?
Okay, yeah, I like that.
And imagine our listener is walking into a store,
Okay.
ready to put their newfound knowledge into action.
All right, let's do it. What does a typical shopping scenario look like from start to finish?
Okay, so let's say they're looking for a new pair of shoes.
Okay.
First, they might browse around a bit,
Yeah.
getting a feel for the styles and prices.
Okay.
They could ask, excuse me, how much are these boots? Or, do you have these sandals in a size 7?
And if they want to try something on, they can confidently say, may I try these on, please?
Exactly. Then, once they've found the perfect pair,
They head to the checkout.
right, confirm the price with the simple, what's the total?
Okay.
And tay, remembering any of those cultural nuances we talked about.
About handling money or tipping.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, they end with the polite, thank you, which, might be a quick nod or a longer exchange depending on the culture.
Precisely. And that's it. They've successfully navigated a shopping experience in English.
Amazing. Using their language skills and cultural awareness to make it smooth and enjoyable.
And hopefully they've got a great new pair of shoes to show for it.
Exactly. It's amazing how a few simple phrases and a bit of cultural understanding can make such a big difference.
It really can.
But before we move on, I want to touch on something we mentioned earlier.
That's it.
Technology's impact on shopping.
Right?
It's like a whole other layer to this conversation, isn't it?
It absolutely is. Online shopping has become this global phenomenon.
Oh, yeah.
And it comes with a whole new set of terms and challenges and even cultural considerations.
Oh, wow. Hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah, so we're talking about add to cart, checkout, navigating all those online reviews.
But also, like, how different cultures approach online shopping.
Precisely.
Are there variations in, like, payment methods, delivery expectations,
All of that.
even the level of trust in online retailers?
Exactly. It's like the online world mirrors the offline world in a lot of ways.
So true. With its own set of cultural norms and expectations.
And that leads us to a really fascinating question.
Which is?
How will these two worlds, the physical and the digital, coexist and evolve in the future of shopping? That's a big question, isn't it?
It really is.
And I don't think there's an easy answer,
Yeah.
I mean, we're kind of right in the middle of this huge shift in how people shop.
A retail revolution.
Yeah, exactly. A retail revolution.
And it's so interesting to see how different cultures are, reacting to it.
Yeah.
Some are all in on the whole digital thing.
Right.
Loving the convenience.
Yeah.
The endless choices online shopping gives you.
For sure.
But others are really holding on to those more traditional ways
Yeah.
of shopping.
I see what you mean.
Valuing those face-to-face interactions,
Mm-hmm.
that tangible experience of being in an actual store.
Yeah, I get that. There's something about the energy of a physical store that's hard to replicate online.
It's like the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Yeah.
We're obsessed with the newest gadgets,
Right.
but we also crave those, real, genuine human connections.
Absolutely. And I think that tension is where the real challenge is for those brick and mortar stores.
Thanks.
They need to figure out how to offer something that online retailers just can't.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's not enough to just, have products sitting on shelves anymore. They have to create these experiences.
I got that.
A real sense of community.
Yeah, I see that happening more and more.
And really tap into those emotional connections that make shopping more than just, exchanging money for goods.
More than a transaction.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like taking those physical spaces and making them into something more.
More than just a place to buy things.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, give me an example.
Think about those bookstores that host author readings. Oh, yeah, I love those.
Or book clubs.
Yeah.
Or clothing boutiques that do, personalized styling sessions.
Okay, yeah, seen that too.
It's about making the store a destination.
Oh, I like that.
A place where people actually want to spend their time.
Not just rush in and rush out, and connect with other people too.
Exactly. Turning shopping into, a social event.
Yeah, almost like a mini escape from the digital world.
That's a great way to put it. And it's
Yeah.
not just about creating this, fun atmosphere.
Oh, okay. What else?
It's also about offering a level of personalized service and expertise that you just can't get online.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Think about a really knowledgeable salesperson
Mm-hmm.
who can help you find the perfect pair of shoes.
Right.
Or a local shopkeeper who knows your taste so well
Yeah.
and can recommend something you didn't even know you wanted.
That personal touch makes a big difference.
It really does.
Those are the things that make shopping memorable.
Yeah.
And actually meaningful. It becomes an experience, not just a chore.
It's not just about getting stuff. It's about, the story behind the products.
For sure.
The people you connect with along the way.
Absolutely. And that's actually why I think we're seeing this kind of resurgence.
A resurgence.
Of interest in those local markets.
Okay, yeah.
Craft fairs, independent shops.
People are looking for something authentic.
Exactly. They want that connection with the person who made the thing, that sense of community you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like pushing back against all the sameness you get online.
Exactly.
Wanting to support local businesses.
Yeah.
Rediscovering the joy of finding something truly unique.
I totally agree. And honestly, I think that trend is only going to get stronger.
You think so?
As technology keeps advancing, I think we're going to see people valuing even more those things that technology just can't replicate.
Like what?
Like that human touch.
Okay.
The sensory experience of being in a place, touching things, smelling things. The serendipity of just stumbling upon something unexpected.
So maybe the future of shopping isn't about choosing between online and offline,
Right.
but more about finding ways to blend the two together.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, imagine using your phone to browse a local boutique's inventory
Okay, yeah.
and then actually heading to the store to try things on.
Right.
Get advice from a stylist. Or like ordering groceries online, but picking them up at a farmer's market
Okay.
where you can actually chat with the farmers.
Right, and see the produce.
Exactly. It's about this kind of hybrid experience that combines the best of both worlds.
That's a future I can definitely get behind.
It's exciting to think about.
It really is. It's a future where technology makes shopping better, more convenient,
Yeah.
more personalized,
Absolutely.
but without losing that human element.
Right, exactly.
That joy of discovery, and the sense of community that makes shopping so fun.
Beautifully said. And it's a future where language isn't this barrier to connecting with people.
I love that.
As more people around the world learn English,
Uh-huh.
shopping just becomes this shared experience,
Yeah.
a way to connect across cultures,
Yeah.
discover new ways of seeing the world.
So whether you're browsing a market in Marrakech or adding things to your virtual cart from your
Yep.
couch,
Right.
just remember that shopping is so much more than just buying things.
Yeah,
It's a chance to connect,
for sure.
explore, discover how amazing and diverse our world really is.
Well said. And with everything we talked about today, I think our listeners are ready to tackle any shopping adventure
I think so too.
with confidence and respect for the cultures they encounter.
So there you have it, folks. Our deep dive into the world of shopping in English.
Yeah,
We covered a lot today,
we did.
from those essential phrases you need to understanding all those cultural nuances, and even got to think about what the future holds for shopping.
It's an ever-evolving world.
It really is. We hope you enjoyed the journey and feel inspired for your next shopping adventure, wherever that may be.
Happy shopping.
Happy shopping.